Hi everyone, I just thought I would vent today because I feel like I need to, and my thoughts have been running rampant in my own mind. Today I'm actually going to be a little bit more open about my divorce. I know that I wasn't in a previous video because I didn't feel like I could, but now that enough time has passed, I feel like I can. I still do have the divorce papers, so technically I am still technically married, but they are mostly filed. The filing fee is astronomical. It's about $200. I need to look at getting that waived. At this point, I just felt like I'd be open. So, honestly, today, I was struck by my own thoughts, sort of weighing what I did, and I understand that it wasn't all just me. Like I said in a previous video, it's always two parties. It's not just one party. I am a lot happier now. Where I live is very serene and peaceful. It is something that I am not used to and have not been for 5 years. When I got here, I wasn't expecting things to get better for me, but they did, and I'm utmost grateful for them. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I am here to talk about is the things that I do miss. I miss the analytical conversations that he and I had, and which is very hard to come by, especially in today's age. I miss the just long, elongated conversations, calculating everything to its percentile, and just surmising different scenarios to different situations. I don't miss the relationship part. I'm going to make that perfectly clear. I do not. But stuff like that I do miss. He and I still talk, but it's very rare. So obviously we are not that close anymore. But that really goes unsaid. A lot of things have happened. I'm not going to get into detail because I'm not much one for drama anymore. I wasn't really one anyway, but especially now. I have learned to focus on me. I have been single for, well, about 5 months officially. I say officially because technically I think we ended in December. I just didn't know about it. And, so aside from that, I'm perfectly fine. There are certain, like I said, I certainly do miss the conversations that he and I had, the late night talks. I miss being around another person. This is certainly something that I'm having to get used to now, which is completely fine. I've actually really quite enjoyed myself. But just days like today, I've just wondered if I've done the right thing, but I know that I have, because I feel that I have. And so you go through different stages. There's denial when it first happens. You don't want to admit that it's happening. That I believe that's in a relationship as well. It obviously doesn't have to be in a marriage. Marriage is just an extended relationship with a contract. That's all it really is. There's the grief and the anguish part. There was a lot of that. I've cried, and I've cried more tears than I thought humanly possible. And I know that I'm missing one, because there's technically 4. But then there's the acceptance stage. I've hit the acceptance stage, and I felt like I've regressed, but now I'm just staying at that acceptance stage and moving on. Because there is nothing else to do, there's nothing left to try. It just is what it is. Actually, I'm really grateful in a way that this has happened the way that I have, because I learned so much more things than I wouldn't have if I hadn't done it myself. And I think that he's come to the same conclusion. And it's made me and him a better person. And so at this point, I'm moving forward. Anyway, that concludes everything that I have at this time. I just felt like I would need a vent, and especially if any of you out there need help, I am there. You can just reach out to me. I will talk to you. I was in a relationship with him for 5 years. I was under the denial that things weren't happening when they were. And not all of it was bad, but not all of it was good either. So taking that first step is always the hardest, but everyone after that does tend to get a little bit easier after that. It just doesn't feel like it is. Some days are certainly more easy than others. So at this point, this concludes this video. If you've been following what I've been doing, the reason why I started doing these videos in the first place is because it would help other people, and I don't really keep journals anymore. But that's a story for another time. Thank you. Have a great yesterday.